Hello and welcome to Peggy's Plants, coming to you from Central Florida, where my luck just keeps getting better and better. Yes, it happened to me again. I found another Thai constellation. I was going shopping, and before I could even get into the store, I see these. Yes, they are Thai constellations in 1 gallon pots, and all of them are averaging at least 2 feet in height. So, no groceries today. I grab this plant and go to put it in my car. Now, I tried to put it in my trunk initially, but my trunk is kind of small and I didn't want to break the plant. So, I decided that it was going to ride right up front with me and be a passenger today and hopefully not distract me too much so that I can drive. But as I was putting it in, I noticed something about this plant. Yeah, you see those little black things? This plant has thrips. Now, I always check my plants over before I get them, usually before I pay for them. I will give plants a real good looking over just to make sure I'm not getting into something that I, am unaware of. And usually if I see pests on a plant, that's a no-go. But in all honesty, even if I had seen the thrips before I grabbed this Thai Constellation, I still would have bought it. I've dealt with thrips before and I'm up to the challenge and I think I can handle it. But if you are not experienced, you definitely want to weigh risk versus reward. Nothing worse than paying money for a plant and then it just dying, especially if you already knew it had problems. So may or may not want to follow my example here. So I carefully load the plant into my car and then I noticed something else. Do you see that root circling the top of the pot? This Thai constellation is definitely root bound. I have no doubt. So not only am I going to have to treat it for pest, I'm also going to have to repot this Thai constellation ASAP. So I take it home and the first thing I do is get out the water hose. I didn't even want to take it anywhere near my plants that are inside. Didn't want to take it inside, so I just set it out here, got the hose, and as you see, I'm doing a strong blast of water. Usually that's enough to dislodge most pests, or at least a good bit of them. So I take my time, and do you see this? Look at that leaf waiting to unfurl. I think once I saw the thrips, I didn't even notice that leaf, but ooh, how exciting. Hopefully it's going to be highly variegated. But until that opens, I got to get this plant pest free. So I'm spraying it, the top of the leaves, the bottoms, the stems. I'm even soaking the soil as much as possible. And then I will go back and treat all of this with a pesticide. I like to use systemic, so I'm going to add some systemic to this, and I will do that when I am repotting it, but I will also spray it with a systemic pesticide to try and kill off anything that's left as well as any larvae or eggs. Now the plant came in this little pot and it could have stayed in there. It has the plastic lining. It's made out of a woven like grass, but even that can hold pests, hold eggs. So I gave that a thorough rinsing out too, blasting it with water. And believe it or not, yes, if I'm going to keep this, I will be spraying that with a pesticide too, just to kill off anything that's there. And here it is. I decided to just bring it inside in my screen room, let everything dry out. And once it dried out, I did go through and spray it with a systemic. I gave it a day of rest. Since it'd been through a lot, as you can see, I was really aggressive with that hose and with the water and everything. The leaf that is unfurling is a little loose, so the next day, I came out and the plant was looking good. Everything is still, the leaves are still firm. They're not drooping or anything like that. So it looked like it was ready to be repotted. Here again is what it looked like with the the root going all around the top. There's root, you can see all kinds of roots in this pot, so it's definitely in need of being repotted. A lot of times people say don't repot them as soon as you get them. I do if I feel like it needs it. And sure enough, look at this plant. Look at the roots. It's extremely root bound. Look at around the top. That's what was going around the top. And look at the rest of this plant. Yeah, definitely extremely root bound. I don't smell anything. I don't see any pests. So I went on and I repotted it in this pot that I had on my patio. And it's doing quite well and looks to be very happy. And no, I haven't forgotten to tell you how much it cost or where I got it. And I'm going to share that with you at the end of the video. But right now I want you to guess, how much did I pay for this plant? I'm in love with the variegation. A lot of these plants that I've been seeing out on the market have not had a lot of variegation. And look at this. The new leaf has begun to unfurl. And the next day, look at it. This is what this leaf looks like today. And as you can see, it has some nice variegation coming in, but it has not hardened off yet. And the leaf on this Thai Constellation is just getting bigger and bigger. I'm really loving this plant. As far as the thrips, I have not seen any evidence of it's still having thrips, but I'm definitely going to keep an eye on it. And in fact, I've decided that I'm going to keep it out here on the patio rather than taking it inside. Look at the high level of variegation on that leaf. Very nice. I'm so excited. But I decided to leave it out here on the patio in the screen room because it's really liking the humidity out here. And it hasn't shown any kind of stress from being transplanted or anything like that. So it seems to be happy. I'm definitely happy. And you're going to be amazed at what I paid for this plant. And I did talk to the lady at the store, and she gave me some idea of when she's going to get them in again. So here's a good look at it. Here's a good look at the size of this plant. Again, if you haven't said how much you think I paid for this plant, go ahead, put it down in the comments below. We'll wait. Don't wait until after the video when I've told you. Go ahead and say it now, because I'm going to tell you, I was shocked. I know a lot of people are finding them now at the big box stores at some really good prices. The last one I found was a decent size, and I paid $60 for that one, and I was really surprised to get that one for the price. And this one is at least 2 feet tall, and the leaf, the new one that just opened, is about 16 inches. So here's the tea. I'm going to spill it. I know everybody's been waiting for Costa Farms to release Thai Constellations, and they have here and there, but this one is not Costa Farms. It's from a grower, Elizabeth and Alexandria, and they are also in Florida. And it came with this nice little booklet with care instructions and all of that. Very nice touch when you pay this much for a plant, and or you feel like it's something special. You want to really, so they zhuzhed it up with the instruction book. That's really nice. So again, this is the least variegated leaf on this plant. And as you can see, it still has some nice variegation. This is the most variegated leaf on this plant. And a lot of these Thai Constellations that I've been seeing just really have not had a lot of variegation lately. And this one definitely does. So, I don't think it could have gotten any better than this. And it has the secondary fenestrations. You see the little holes, the little cutouts there. So, this is a nice mature plant. And this is a look at the newly unfurled leaf. And as you can see, it has some really nice variegation as well. So when you get these plants, try to get the ones that have the best variegation. So how much did I pay for this plant? Take a look. $59.99. So once again, $60, but this time for a 1-gallon pot, and again from the grocery store, Publix. So don't sleep on the grocery stores. Don't just go inside and look for plants because, like I said, I found these right outside. So happy shopping, happy hunting. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.